So join me, yogis, in your standing position, please. Come on back to your mat. Oh, this is gonna feel so good. Happy Friday, welcome here. You'll notice I have two mats placed in a T. Don't worry about that. I'm just doing that so that I can turn and show you things, and you can just set yourself up however you're feeling comfy. Let's take a moment, if you haven't yet, literally just to get soft in our bodies and kind of shake around a little bit. Oh, I love this. So you want to feel like your flesh is kind of hanging from your bones, that you're really soft and everything. And then you can make this as big as you want, but we're just shaking a little bit, moving our bodies a little bit, just to shake off some stale, stagnant energy and get some flowing energy, big, beautiful breath energy. So I'm shaking my knees, shaking my hips a little bit, shaking my hands, my fingers, my wrists, my shoulders a little bit. And when you feel a little shaken free of stress, take a big breath up and in. Arms, carve out this huge circle like a sunshine. Come on back down, and let's cross our wrists to rise again. Big wrist cross. Release, bend your knees, start to work a little bit into your lower half. Big breath in, eyes follow fingertips. Try two more like this. How big, how wide can you make yourself? One more inhalation and an exhalation. We're gonna go the other way, yogi. Sweep the hands behind you, rise on an inhalation, bend your knees, exhale. Now we're speeding this up, but only if that feels right for you today. Still moving with your breath. So it'll look a little like this. Join me when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, swing. Inhale, exhale, swing. If you tend to get dizzy, keep your eyes forward and your chest lifted. If you're being a little daring today, kick your eyes down as you sling tension off of your fingertips. Most importantly is our breath connection with our movement. Inhaling here, exhaling. And if you're moving slower than me, congrats. That means your breath is really long and slow. That's a wonderful feeling. Let's add on, heels rise. Now slow down, stretch up tall. Feel your wiggles, embrace that fun. Exhale, heels fall, swing the arms. Inhale, rise. Make that breath as long as you can. Softening heels, exhale, swing. Two more like this. Are you feeling like you could look upwards for your balance today? Exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, right knee rises. Let's lift. Exhale, placing that foot down and swinging. Left knee, big breath in. Big breath out. Let's keep going. Think about breathing in rejuvenation. Releasing what's no longer serving us. Breathing in some positive energy. Letting go of negative, toxic energy. Inhale to renew. Exhale to relax. One more like this. Send your leg behind you, yogi. Squeeze back through the bottom of your buns. Foot flat, fall on down. Left leg, squeeze through your backside. Release. Four more, big breath in. At some point, open your mouth and take a few big sighs. Think about dragon breathing. Just get rid of any old, stale, stagnant air. Last one here, big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, arms big, circle of a sun. Step a little wider. If you step off your mat, you're probably okay. We're gonna take a baby squat here. Let your hands sweep to the right, left, right, left. Big circle, sun shape, inhale. Left and right. I like to call this painting the walls. Try again, inhalation as you rise. Soft in your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Baby squats. So as you do, your knees are staying behind your toes. A little swish, a little lunge side to side. Lunge right, left, right, left. Beautiful, yogis. It's about moving, breathing, feeling good. So tailor your practice any way you need today to feel amazing. Like you just want to sigh in every posture. One more. Exhale. Nice. Well done. Felt nice, right? Palms come together overhead. Squeeze your buns, soften your knees, squeeze your inner foot arches together, and then elevate your heart. Climb skywards out of your ribs, lift out of your hips, lift out of your kneecaps. Exhale, hands behind you, right thumb on top as you clasp, pushing your knuckles towards the floor, chin tucks to chest. Let's really lengthen the back of our neck for a moment. Take a big lift to the sky, lift your throat. You may want to move a little bit through your jaw or your chin, feeling a stretch in your neck. Eyes come back to me. Bend your knees, step, hop, or toe heel feet together. Wrap around the left side body here. We're gonna do a little binding behind our back today. So if this feels really good, try to walk your right hand a bit over. Instead of just clasping, I'm gonna grab my hand and move it a bit more over to the left. Eventually, we're gonna take this hand, stay right where you are now, and we're gonna spin it up our spine. So the right fingers face upwards. We'll get warmer first, but that'll be our goal today. Stretch behind you again, but switch. Left thumb on top this time. Big breath in. Work around your right side body, maybe just a little wrap. If you feel great, grab and try to pull your left fingers just a bit further to that right side. Then reclasp and breathe through your outer shoulder, maybe into your neck. One more big breath in. Nice shoulder release. Let's lift our arms to the sky. Create a goalpost or cactus formation with your arms. Scoop your elbows forward, chest rises. Feel your shoulder blades support your chest to lift it a little higher. Palms come together, press forearms together, bow into your navel. Chin tucks, angry cat back. Cow back, elbows back. Scoot them forward to lift shoulder blades up and under your heart. Exhale, one more round like this. Really fully expel your air. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, round in. Stay rounded, yogis. Take a little dive right between your big toes. Fingertips fall to the earth. Hanging heavy in forward fold. From here, my friends, let's take a little spin around. Nose towards your right toes, nose towards your left toes. Spinning to warm up your low back. Just take a breath in and a breath out. While you're doing this, open your toes really wide. Lift them up towards your shins. And when you feel good through your low back and you felt a little sensation in your hamstrings, roll to rise again. Big lift, slow and steady so you don't get dizzy. As you lift into extended mountain pose, right knee rises. We're gonna begin balancing today right away. Step back softly. Right toes land back in a lunge. Fingertips float to the floor. While you're here, take a little sway forward and back. Don't worry, we're not staying if you didn't step wide enough. Relift that right leg. Relift your right knee, rise skywards, extended mountain pose. Release the toes. Same thing, left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out as you stretch it back behind you. Step back in a lunge as far as you can step. Fingers fall. Rock forward and back to warm up your ankles, your knees, and your hips. Re-rise the way you came. Left leg rises. Fingers rise. Big breath to lift. Release. One more round each side, as soft and floaty as you can be. Step back. No rush, yogis. Take your time warming your body. Maybe you were able to step a little bigger so your lunge feels nice. Right leg rises, big inhalation. Right back down. Left knee, last time. See if you can maybe move in a circular fashion or just a different way to send your leg back. Landing first the toes, then the fingers. A little invitation to stay, linger, rock, and breathe here. Re-rising, using that standing leg, strong exhalation to lift. Floating down into chair, anywhere with the feet, big toes together, heels slightly apart, or wider, or really wide, you choose. Arms forward, reach to me, yogis. Sink down through your buns and take a little peek down. Can you see your big toes? Great. If you can't, scoot your buns back. Always looking at big toes so we protect our knees. Eyes back forward with me. Take a little twist to the right. Big breath in. Back out through the center. Into twist left. Back out. Arms rise. Big breath in. Tip to the right. Back through the center. Breathing as you exhale, let go of that hot air. Tip to the left. Breathe and release that bonfire sensation in your thighs. One more round. Reach forward. Inhale. Exhale. Twist right. Inhale. Exhale. Twist left. Through the center. Inhale. Arms rise. Heels rise. But we're going to stay in chair. If you need to rise out, you do so. Tip to the right with your heels lifted. Take a big breath in. Steady yourself. Believe in yourself. Rise through the center. Heels still lifted if they fell. Bring them back up. Tip left. This is tough stuff. One more big breath in. Exhale through the center. Heels fall. Stand tall. Woo. Give your legs a little shake, shake, shake. Forward fold when you are ready. Beautiful job, yogis. Woo. Take a second to release there. That was tough. Let the back of your head hang completely. Give it a little nose shake. Try to shake tension out. Think of like a pepper shaker where it's just slinging around. Sling that tension off your hair follicles, off the tops of your ears. And then give it a soft, slow nod. Yes. Yes to bringing in all the goodness our yoga practice offers. Halfway lift, my friends. Move your feet under your hip points. Lift up by bracing against your shins. Just use the tips of your fingers. Strong in your belly. Engage navel up to your spine. Release back to forward fold. Right leg lunges back. Let's move today. Let's place the blade edge of that foot down. Just about 15-degree turnout for warrior one. Inhale, arms rise. So if you had a clock and your left toes were 12, your right toes would probably point at 10. Not too much. So we can swivel our chest and hips towards the left toes. Big clasp behind low back. Really peel your chest open. Think about popping your sternum open and let your heart thump forward. Lead with a really heart-centered practice today. Lots of love in our breath. Exhale, bring your belly down towards your left thigh. Keep pressing that right blade edge down. Stay here, yogis, or option, stretch arms forward. Right arm comes outside your left thigh, and we just swivel the left arm behind us. Warrior one twist. Take a big breath in. Big breath out to come back forward. Re-rise. Lift your right heel and step into chair pose. You decide how wide or narrow. Sink your buns deeper than that first set. Inhale, eyes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift again, but float your fingertips behind you if you can. Always welcome to stay with a little help from your fingertips. Release into forward fold, left leg, long lunge back. Let's wiggle around a bit so we feel settled in our hips and land the left blade edge of your foot. Wide enough that you feel like you could swivel your hips a bit to the right as you open. So if my hips are quite open, I'm going to try to swivel them to the right side just a little. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, clasp behind your low back, opposite clasp this time. Chasing your left heel with your knuckles. And let's try to push into the blade edge of that back foot, lifting your inner arch. Feel your inseam like it's going to shoot little fireworks out of it. Come down, belly towards your right thigh, chin tucks. Reaching all the way overhead. This is a challenge, so if you don't take it, enjoy where you've landed. Linger and breathe. Left arm outside the right thigh, a little twist of the right arm behind you. Softly breathing here, pelvic floor up and in, lower abdominals bracing. Re-rise, release, frame your right foot, left heel lifts. We step back to chair, yogis. Sink, arms rise. One more big breath in. Buns down one more inch, maybe 2 or 3 if you're really up for a challenge. Exhale, forward fold. All right, let's carry on. Halfway lift, breathing in. Float fingertips behind you and try to lift from your pinky fingers. Open your webbing, stretch your fingertips skywards. Release, forward fold when you're ready. Right leg steps back, long lunge. Opening toes bigger this time. Blade edge of right foot falls. But now maybe you're reaching your toes to like the 5 o'clock? No, that would be 8. The 8 o'clock. My bad. Arms rise and open your chest and hips forward. Warrior 2, yogis. Don't worry about the clock. Just make sure you feel open in your hips. Left knee out towards baby toe. Inner arch of the right leg elevating. Beautiful job. Little tug of war. Lean left. Lean right. As we move any arm, so if you'd rather give yourself a hug or bring hands to heart center, hands releasing, all of the ways you feel great. If you need more of a challenge, up you go. Little lean, little lean. We're gonna go for one more big breath. Inhale and exhale. Arms settle, refine warrior 2 for one big breath in. Swivel around the corner, right heel rises. Step into your chair. We're getting our legs warm today. How low can you go? It's our last chair for today. Inhale, arms somewhere, wonderful. Take another big breath in, sink if you can. Eyes forward or up for the challenge. Release, forward fold. Take a moment, yogis, you deserve it, that's hard work. Fingertips, slide up your shins or they're reaching behind you. Lift out of your pinky fingers, open your webbing, but this time lift your heels. Now spread the balls of your feet away from the blade edges. Allow your toes to be soft, attempting not to claw at our mat. And you might find wiggles. We love to make the wiggles a part of our dance. Big breath in. Heels melt down, forward fold. Left leg, long lunge back. Swiveling it out and down for warrior 2. When you windmill your arms up and around, your chest and your hips face away from your right knee. Spreading arms, sinking in, do a little warrior 2 seaweed dance here to get in. Just feel good. Leaning to the right, little tug of war. Leaning to the left. You know, arms are wonderful, a beautiful expression of our practice. So how do you feel best in your arms? For the challenge, elevate them skywards, pushing the roof up or maybe a big V for victory. We're gonna go one more time. Lean right, inhale, lean left. Swivel back towards your right toes, lift left heel, push back, yogis, back to downward facing dog. Hey, welcome, it's our first downward facing dog. Take a moment, take several moments to just explore it. Noticing where we have some edges, where we are feeling restricted or tight. Noticing where we feel bright, open, and free. Let's use breath into those areas that are feeling a little tender or troublesome. See if we can use a renewing, rejuvenating in-breath to create some lightness, some space in those trouble spots. And then exhale a little bit of that negative energy. One more exploratory breath, and then we will all move together. Big breath in, yogis, lifting both of your heels. Let them melt down the best you can. Cross your right ankle behind your left. All of your toes are still down. And then bend your knees so that your right kneecap fits just behind your left knee. Keep driving back out of your palms, chest towards your thighs. Uncross right leg. Take a big lift up through both heels. Inhale. Both heels fall. Left toes cross behind the right. Ankles are crisscrossed, all 10 toes down. And you might like to bend your knees a little bit. We're trying to fit a puzzle piece together here. Left knee behind the right. Like to wiggle that in there. It feels really good, like a little hug for your lower half. Uncross, inhale. This time as heels rise, roll yourself forward, plank position, dropping to tabletop. Let's work on our wrists. They got a bit of work there, didn't they? Bring the back of your hands down. If you can, both of them. And have your fingertips face one another. You're welcome to do this fingertips face your knees as well. They're both really wonderful options. We're just gonna bend our elbows a little bit, straighten our elbows, and then move side to side. Bend, straighten. Maybe you're moving front to back. As long as you're moving and breathing, you're doing a great job. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. After this one, my friends, my favorite part, 4 little fists. Sounds so easy, doesn't it? Close your fingers, but try to really close them. Let your thumb pad touch your index or middle finger. Flick them open. So I find that it's a bit more difficult if you lean back, bigger stretch this way. You decide if you like that. Ooh, make a fist without a funny face like I just made. Relax your facial features. Twice more with breath. Inhale. Try to really plug that thumb pad down. That's the hard part. Feel that inner wrist tendon stretching. And release. Great job, yogis. Bring hands flat again. Tuck all 10 toes, stretching bottoms of feet. And either rise up to kneel on shins or have a seat back in toes pose. Let's just take fingertips forward, give them a flutter, and then clasp them and do a little figure eight. As you do this, though, make sure it's not your whole body. We just want to use our wrists. Relax them. One more big breath in and out. All right, let's get our hips and our shoulders invited to this party. Come back to your tabletop, please. Yogi's choice on the toes from this point forward. And give me that big brace. Pull your navel up towards your spine. Drop shoulders down from earlobes. Stacking up in the joints. Knees under hips. Hands under shoulders. Feel good? Okay. Push your left foot to the ceiling. Extend and rebend. But as you do, point in one. Flex in the other, so your ankle's getting some love too. Inhale, exhale. One more like this. Extend and hold. Extend your right arm overhead, thumb up. Thumbs up for yoga. Elbow right by your ear. And let's do the same with our right elbow. Bend and re-extend. We're just gonna go for 2 more. Inhale one way. Exhale the other way. Steady in your hips. Extend both. Point your toes, open your fingers as long as you can. Longer if you can. Bend both, elbow and knee. And take micro pulses, tiny pulses to the sky. Flex your foot, yogis, like you have a platter on the bottom of your foot. And flex your wrist, palm facing the sky, platter on your wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Crunch elbow to knee. Round your back, stay. Breathe and open some space in your back body. Coming back to neutral and lift your knee and elbow out to each side. 90-degree bend in each. Can you lift your left knee a little higher? 4 seconds. Breathe. And 1. Right back into center. Round your back. Coming into child's pose. Reach arms forward. Settle hips down. Let your toes be restful. Sway a little side to side, working tension out of your back, massaging your belly with your thighs. If you can, turn your palms to face the sky. Give them a little break, maybe wiggle or fist up and open your hands and fingers. In your time, linger when it feels good. Come back to table, restack everything. Let's go for that right leg, but drop shoulders first. Re-engage the hug from navel to spine. Right toes come behind us. Now, flex your feet quickly and check in. Are all 5 toes squared to the floor? If they're not, your hips are open. So if they are, scissor your hips down, squeeze your inner thighs. Let's go flex and bend, point and extend. Flex and point. 2. Extend long, push away. Left arm reaches overhead, thumbs up. Take a big breath in. And bend to exhale, elbow only this time. Extend the fingers, re-bend. 2 more, reach, bend, reach, and bend. Come out long with both. Bend knee and elbow. Start to pulse towards the sky. Flex your right foot, flat and strong, serve that platter. This would be a really funny way to serve a platter. Flex your left wrist, flat and strong, hold another platter. I'm going for desserts on my platter. 3, 2, and 1. Reach out long, crunch in, angry cat back. Elbow to knee, hold for a second and just rejuvenate your lower spine. Re-reach forward. Reach out to the diagonal, 90-degree with both. Lifting right knee out to right side. Left elbow to left side. 1 more breath, yogis. Can you kick that right outer thigh up a notch. Exhale, round your back, angry cat sensation. Releasing table and extended child. Alrighty, I'd say we're pretty warm. I think we should get moving. Let's incorporate some balances into our flow. Release. Find a sense of settling. And find a sense of excitement for what's in store. Let's move, yogis. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Travel forward to forward. However, you want to do a little hop, a little pitter patter, a step, step. Find your forward fold and deeply exhale. Halfway lift, any fingers, any lifted heels or not. Release, forward fold, left leg, long step back, high lunge. Back knee stays elevated, inhale, arms rise. Sinking down here through the left knee, give it a little pulsing hover to encourage your left front hip, psoas muscle to open. 2 and 1, shift forward with fingertips. Elevate your left toes. If you have a wall nearby, pretend you can push on through it. And then lift your back leg around the corner to circle around for eagle legs. So we came from our warrior 3, around the corner, eagle legs, single wrap, double wrap, or use your left toes like a kickstand. Beautiful, yogis. Left arm comes under. I like to hug. If you're hugging with me, grab your shoulder blades. If you're not hugging, press the back of your hands together. Peel your upper back open. Inhale, lifting fingertips high, sinking buns low as you exhale. Stay or twist with me. Elbows crunch towards navel. Twist them over to the left side. Twisted, loaded eagle. All the fun in eagle pose. Big breath in, yogis. Wiggle your facial features, your fingers and your right toes. Breath out to rise. Unwind and step back again. Lift any way you can, float back to the lunge we just came from. Foot flat. Heel rising, lift up. Exhale, frame out right foot, push back, downward facing dog. Safety of both feet, both hands flat. Welcome here. Let's roll forward. Inhale, yogis, plank position. Use knees for the first round if you want. We're gonna chaturanga. Elbows bend back to face toes. Chest is really proud and open. Walk back with your toes. Take your fingertips and swivel them down next to each set of buns, or each single bun. Flatten out all 10 toenails. Use your feet to anchor in, lifting from your upper body. So think chin to chest. Elevate from back of neck by squeezing shoulder blades together. Open fingertips and reach them towards your toes. Be so active in your feet that your knees and thighs might rise, really energizing your body as you breathe in. Fully exhale, child's pose. Tuck your toes, rise through your hips. A big inhalation, downward facing dog. Left leg elevates as you inhale. Any height, any amount of openness. I just want you to feel good. Look to your thumbs. Crunch left knee under your body. Make space here and try to step right between your thumbs. If you got stuck, grab your ankle. Help it on through and let's look for alignment here. Heel under your knee. Arms rise up and overhead. Take a big high lunge. Easy little pulses here through our right leg. Encouraging tail to tuck and right hip flexor to push forward. As many as it feels good for you. Love this part. Warrior 3, reach to me. Come on, we're gonna hold hands here. We got this, in it together. Lift your back leg. Make it really funky, open really wide, cross over for eagle. Remember, we could single wrap, double wrap, or use our right toes as a kickstand. Once your legs are cozy, right arm under. And instead of hugging this time, I'm gonna go for that back of hand press. Once you find something you enjoy, elbows rise, bottom half sinks. Oh, that's feeling good. Now we're tapping into our left outer glute. Feel that? Crunch if you need a little more today. Twist your elbows to the right side. Wiggling through fingers, facial features, and left toes, always asking where we can release. Take a big breath in, arms rise. Step right back the way you came again. Make it funky, maybe wide, float a little bit. Uh-oh, maybe crash land. Make sure it's soft however you did. Downward facing dog. Well done, guys. All right, let's go another round of chaturanga. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Knees are always there for you if you need it. Make a little pillow with your hands, one on top of the other, and forehead rests on the back. Yogis, you are glued together now. Your forehead is glued to your hands. Press down through all 5 toenails. Elevate knees and thighs if possible. Energize the back of your kneecaps. Start to breathe in. And as you exhale, your connected forehead and hands rise. Inhale, softly tap bottom palm down. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. I like that exhalation. Keep going on your rise so that your belly braces, your abdominals hug into your spine, and you're safer in your low back. One more, if it's sustainable, hang out 4 seconds. If you'd like to lift both arms overhead, thumbs up, reach out. 2 and 1. Relax down, push back, child. Take a little puppy dog wag. Send your tail in each direction to release tension. If you have a bit of extra tenderness in one little spot, linger there, work it out while we're here today. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your dog. And we're gonna come to fold. So however you like to come, little hop, a pitter patter, maybe one step and then the other. Deeply fold. Next inhalation, eye gaze a little forward, maybe 2 feet in front of toes. Walk fingertips forward so you feel balanced. Heels rise. Check in with your toes. They're really energetic. Yes, not clawing in the earth. Okay. Bend your knees a smidge. Spread your fingers wide to the sides. Think airplane wings. Use another inhalation to lengthen top of head from tail. And as you exhale, yogis, bend your knees a little more and rise to standing. The biggest, widest, tallest version of you. Up you go. Ready? I know, wobbling together. Here we are. High fives all around. Good job, yogis. Heels melt down. Hands melt down. Gather up your right knee. Give it a hug like a basket weave through your hands. Hug it in and then relax your shoulders. Give them a little shake. All right, let's point your toes here. Hug your knee into your chest really tight. Stand up tall and attempt to lean back. Ooh, so you feel the left hip flexor again? Nice. Take another big breath in. Flex your right foot. Come to standing figure 4. Cross it on over. Bony part of the ankles over the left thigh. And then reach your fingertips back, just like we did in our halfway lifts. Super open fingers, pinky fingers stretching to the sky. Remember how we're gonna crack our chest open and let our heart come forward to lead us through our day today. Can you push back with your buns? Can you sit deeper into your left knee? Ooh, feel that in your right glute? Oh, breathe there, one more time. Option for the last breath, yogis, clasp right thumb on top, stretch your knuckles to the wall behind you, and consider tucking chin towards your chest so that the back of your neck is very long. Big breath in. Inhale, rise up through your right knee. Take a big breath in, not done yet. If you need a break, here's your time to put your foot down and shake out. Otherwise, we're coming back into warrior 3. I know you can do this. Before we go, right arm hugs belly. Left arm hugs low back. Really push that left forearm in so you feel your shoulder stretching. Good work. Push your right foot behind you. Exhale and fold just halfway here. As soon as we get into our warrior 3, if you need fingers down, you take them. Square your hips. Remember to check in with your 5 right toes. Bend your left knee a little. Exhale, straighten your left knee. Just 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 full breath cycle. Don't you be breathing too fast on me here. Slow down. Take your time. I'm doing it with you. We are a team today. Fingertips float down. Little standing split. Just a squeeze of your buns. Landing yourself in forward fold and roll to rise. You might like to sway here, releasing your low back. That was fun. Who's excited to do it again? Oh man, this is gonna be even better. Now we know what's coming and we're gonna persevere with breath. Lift your left knee. Try the opposite basket weave. So we clasp our hands, but try to put that other index finger on top. Check that out. Wiggle out through your shoulders. Point your left toes and then squeeze. First thigh to belly, feels good. And then if you'd like, lean back. Think about your right psoas. Stretch the front of your hip long and supple. Woo, it's wiggly up here, isn't it? You're not alone. I'm always wobbling with you. Flex your left foot, come to standing again. Crossing ankle bone over the right thigh and stretch back behind you. Now, if your thumbs are facing down, what are your shoulders doing? So what if we turned our thumbs up? Can you see that? You can feel it, hopefully, but if you turn your thumbs down, see where my shoulders went? Thumbs up. Ah, just like that. So let's get thumbs up on this one. And lift our thumbs skywards as we sit back, push thumbs back, bend right knee deeper, still breathing, yogis. Tuck your chin towards your chest. A little bit of extra balance challenge. Clasp your left thumb on top. Final breath in here. Stretch your knuckles behind you. Soften your elbows. Really open in your chest. Warrior 3, my friends. Lift up through your left knee. If you need a break, take it. Inhale, arms rise. We're going to chill for a sec. You're welcome to shake out. When you're ready, push it back. Warrior 3. Send your fingertips to the sky again. Can you swivel your thumbs up? Check in with your left 5 toes. All of them are squared towards the floor. Fingers under shoulders if you need a little help. Right knee bends as we inhale. Exhale, rise. Belly in, yogis. 3 more. Hang in here, steady and strong. Remind yourself how powerful you are. And if that's been taken from you or you lost your power, this is your moment to reclaim it. Rise up, stand strong, left knee. Exhale, forward fold. I forgot standing split. Lift your left leg behind you. No worries, I got you. One big squeeze and then for real release. Forward fold. Take a load off, my friends. Really, really great job there. Well done. Have no fear. All of the standing strength is over. One more big breath in. And we're going to widen our feet to any yogi squat of our choice. So I'm going to go feet about mat width, and then I turn my toes out a smidge, and they're off my mat. Sinking down through your butt, start to lift your chest forward. Check it. We're all different. All of our bodies are different, our needs are different, so everyone goes where it feels good for them. You know me, I'm gonna cruise around a little bit here and kind of ease in. Options, you can also go close toe, big knee, wide knees, or you can go close toe, close knees. So which one do you like today? I'm gonna challenge you to lift your arms. Start a little bit at a time. I like to make fists because this feels really strong. Now pull up through your pelvic floor. Draw your lower abdominals in. Can you rise again? At the same time, can we soften our face and our shoulders? That's the hard part. Can we rise again? Wiggle through your toes, always asking where can I release, even when the going gets tough. One more, yogis. Inhale. Exhale. Hands float down. Hips float down. That feels better. Let's scoot around so there's no flesh stuck under our tail or our sits bones. Feet flat, knees up, and just simply reach hands behind you, boosting heart right to the sky. Take a big lift through your chest. Feels so safe and secure now that we finally made it down here. Let's take a cow face in our hip stretch today. So when you're ready, yogis, draw your left knee in and your right knee on top. If you know cow face, your legs may be able just to find it. If you're new to it, we have our left knee bent, and we guide the right knee to stack on top. We're as close as you can get. Anything that's sticking off the ground, you can put pillows and things under it so it feels soft. Now, once you arrive, if you know this is too much for your body, send your left leg straight, half cow face. All right, here comes those arms again. Are you ready? Scooch around so your sits bones are grounded and lift up through your arms. Take a big breath in. Settle your shoulders. Right arm tricep stretch. We're gonna hook the left forearm behind our heads if possible. Hold the pointy part of your right elbow and use your head. So when I first started that stretch, I kind of felt forward. Gonna use my head to press back so my eyes look forward, and give yourself a much deserved pat on your back here. You're welcome to stay exactly where you are. This stretch is wonderful. But if you'd like to try that bind I mentioned earlier, we're gonna take our right hand around our low back. Press your forearm into your low back. Clasp your hands again. Start to pull off to the left side. Stay. You're always welcome to linger. Or you can take the edge of your hand and push it up your spine. Fingertips are facing your crown. Left arm rises. This arm comes back, and we're attempting a little fingertip clasp behind our heads. Check in with your belly, your pelvic floor, your breath is flowing. If you're still feeling wonderful, there's no edges, you're just feeling really gooey and good, come forward with me. Sits bones anchored. Belly in, fold, fold, fold some more, and then you're also welcome to round your back, but know that if you're hanging on to the bind, rounding your back is gonna make it much more difficult. So I like to keep mine flat. Those of us who are right-handed, this is gonna be your tough side. So if it's too much in your shoulder, let them be free. You're here to feel good, just soften in, and then you can hug your knees if you're not doing the stretch with your shoulders. Try for one more breath in here. Soften the clench of your jaw. Unsquinch your eyes. We tend to make some funny faces when the going gets tough in the stretch world. One more. Everyone's arms release. Don't expect a lot out of your right shoulder. You may just want to give it a little love. I like to talk to it. I'm like, good job, shoulder. You did it. And then we're twisting here, yogis. Twist to your left. Right arm may want to come inside your right knee. You can use your hand and just take a little peek over your left shoulder. Find that really strong grounded connection between your tail and sits bones, digging down into the earth, establishing a safe, grounded root system so we can draw energy up as we practice. Coming on back to the center, and let's lean back, opening our heart space again. If your legs aren't stuck, let them be free. If they need a little help, use your hands to unstick them and then take them either forward for a jiggle. Knees can bend and we can windshield wipe. Whatever your heart desires to release your hips. Okay, I don't know if I'm excited about the other side, but we know we've got to do it. So let's move on to this hip and then we'll work into our shoulders. Right knee bends, left knee crosses on top. And attempting to get the tops of our feet semi-flat on the floor, grounding into sits bones, removing flesh that prohibits us from doing so. Option, right leg can be straight, half cow face. All right, once you get settled, yogis, take a big, beautiful breath in. Exhale, left elbow, holding on to that little point there. Try to hook your right forearm behind your head so you can use it like a lever to lift you up really strong and tall. You can stay here as well. So when we move on, if you'd rather just tricep stretch, you can fold in this manner. Taking another breath in, and as you breathe out, moving if you'd like. Left hand comes around the low back. Right fingers will pull off to the right side. The more you get it over, the easier it is to send it up the spine. So then you take the edge of your palm and start to push it up your spine. Left-handed yogis, this is your tough side. Big breath up and in. If you're reaching for the bind, right behind your shoulder blades, you'll find a set of fingertips. Not easy to find them. It's like a needle in a haystack back there. Are you happy where you are? If you are, please stay. You're ready for some more. Big breath in. Let it guide you. Exhale, come forward. Just a little bit goes a very long way here. And if this got really yucky really fast, let your arms fall. That's tough. Let them be free. You can snuggle down as tightly as you'd like to go. If you're hanging in, we're just going to breathe 2 more cycles with this big shoulder stretch. Unclenching in the facial features, the easiest way to melt tension out. Releasing, not expecting anything out of that left shoulder, just giving it a little love, some positive thoughts, maybe a massage. Twisting to the right side, left arm helps you. Elbow or hand levers against that inner left knee and peek over your right shoulder for cow face twist. One more big breath in. Come on back to the center. Welcome back, yogis. Reach behind you. If your legs aren't stuck, you can just let them open up. Shake them out anyway. Use your hands if you feel a little stuck. Free yourself. Tick-tock your toes. Point and flex. Scrunch your toes and open them. Let's get a couple more twists in. Right knee bends. And we're going to hold on to our left leg. So they may be bent. They may be straight. However, you can really pull nose and knee together. We're going to try to sit up really tall here. Lots of hands and elbows bending. Try not to hug your shoulders in. Let's shimmy those free. Sit up really tall. And if we need a boost, right hand can come down. Left hand can do all the work. Nose to knee pose. Ready? Take a big breath in. And tuck together as best you can. Nose to knee here. I'm using my right outer leg to boost me up tall. So I've got my foot kind of like that cow face tuck, and I'm pushing myself out of my right leg to sit tall. Big breath in. Flex or point, whatever you're not doing in your foot, switch that up. And let's take the left leg out to the outside. Right arm opens. I prefer inner arch here, but you do whatever feels best for you. You can hold thigh, calf, inner, outer, big toe hold. Just try to sit up really tall in the front of your pelvis, navel forward. One more big breath in. Full exhalation. Switch hands, scoot forward. Right hand, now let's go outer thigh most likely. Left arm opens. Eyes forward or twisting to the left. One more beautiful inhalation here. Full exhalation, eyes back forward. Coming forward with this leg, give it a rebend, yogis. And option, we're gonna scoot our right foot out for seated tree pose, or you can do half hero pose. If you're gonna go for half hero, knee to sky, you bend your right foot behind you. Toes are usually flat. Some people will turn them out to the side. Ask your knee what it likes best if you're doing half hero. And if you're in that, you're gonna lean to the left and move your calf flesh out so you can deeply bend into your right knee. The hard part's over. Now we just get to fold. Big breath in. Exhale, fold as much as it feels good in your body over your left leg. And then take a big once you've arrived. Settling in. If your palms and forearms found the ground, turn them skywards. Help your chest open. Last cycle of breath. On this exhalation, see tension falling off your face. Eyelashes, eyebrows, tip of nose, earlobes, lips, and chin. Leave it here. Your mat will take it. Leave it like a heavy imprint. Re-rise when the timing is right for you. Lean off to the side if you're in half hero. Let's all bring our right knees back to the center. Take a second, especially if you had half hero. Is your leg okay? All right, wonderful job, yogis. Let's hold the right leg. So we're probably gonna bend the left, straightening up this right leg, holding any way that we feel is right for us. Less shoulders, lots of hands, and show me your muscles. Squeeze the leg close to face by bending elbows. Point your toes. And come in nose to knee. This may never happen in real life, but we're just thinking about bringing them as close together as we possibly can. Left hand, if you feel a little bit hunchy in your low back, may like to come down and help you sit tall. I'm gonna fold my left foot down and use my left leg to help me sit really tall. Stay strong in this right leg, keep breathing. One more cycle. And if you had a point, flex your foot or vice versa. Let's come open, right hand only, holds in some way. Sometimes it takes me a few times to figure out how I want to hold my leg. It's okay, experiment. Open, tilt forward onto the front of your pelvis so you're seated up really, really tall. Let's switch hands. Left hand, hold somewhere. Again, you can go under, over, blade edge, and then open your right hand. Ooh, feels good. Low back, outer thigh. Eye gaze might move to the right for a little twist. Using your breath, look back forward on your inhalation. Exhale, swivel forward, and slowly let this leg drop right on down. So you might be in a great spot. You want to sit in tree? Feels pretty good. Move any flesh out of the way. If you'd like a little more deep knee flexion, we can bring left knee to sky, tuck it back for half hero. So you know toes can come straight back, usually safer for knee. Some of us, though, have to have our toes out, listening to your joints. All right, if you did half hero, lean to the right and move your calf flesh so you can deeply bend. Sits bones and tail are free. Okay, let's fold, big breath in. I love this part. Big exhalation like we've made it. Fold deeply over your right leg. Palms and forearms face the sky if they've landed. Tuck your chin, let your head hang, and begin to move into your rest and digest state, parasympathetic nervous system. Yogis, if you have to leave a little early to jump on at 2 p.m., it's 1:55. Thank you for joining me today if you have to go. If you don't have to go, oh, I can't wait. We have a few more good stretches. Let's take another breath in here. Use your exhale to push yourself back up. Maybe just lift your knee if you're in tree. Lean away to let that knee escape if you're in half hero. Give it a little squeeze. And then whatever you'd like to do to release. I definitely like to jiggle my knees or tick-tock my toes. That both feels really rejuvenating. You can use your knees to windshield wipe if that's better. And when you're ready, please do bring your feet flat and knees to sky. Let's hug onto the backs of our thighs so we can roll ourselves down one vertebrae at a time. Remove any of that flesh from under your tail and sits bones. You can roll down really comfortably, rounding your back, maybe pausing if this stretch feels really great. Finding the earth when you are ready, knees into your chest. Rocking side to side, yogis. We're gonna lengthen up our spine with a bit of bridging. Ooh, and if you found a little tender spot in your low back somewhere, stay there. Just rock around. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? All right, feet flat. Can you reach down and see if you can tickle your Achilles tendons? If you can, that's a good spot for your knees. Now, excuse me, that's a good spot for your heels. Now think about your knees in line with your hip bones. Think about squeezing in towards one another. So we're gonna maintain very strong thighs here. Palms rest, flip them up so we don't use them too much, and stamp your heels down to boost hips skywards. Pressing your tail towards the backs of your knees. Come about 90% of the way up and start to squeeze your buns just a little bit. That extra 10% from the opening of your hips. Remember, knees squeeze in towards midline. Good. They want to poke out to the sides when they get up really high here. So we're going to be aware of that and keep squeezing in. Take another squeeze through your backside, another opening of your hips. Lift up through your heels for the tallest version of bridge, and then try to tuck your chin to your chest. Lengthen the back of your neck. One more big breath in here, yogis. Heels melt back down, big toes closed. They're touching one another. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Let's draw right knee into your chest and poke right toes skywards. Now use your left heel to stamp down and lift your buns another inch. Rebend right knee, replace that foot right next to the left. Squeeze everything together again through your thighs. Left knee to chest. Big in-breath, poke it right through your ceiling. Lift, lift. Stamp your right foot down. One final breath and bridge. Rebend your knee. Replace your foot. Maybe widen your feet if that's more comfy for you to lower your spine vertebrae by vertebrae, top to bottom, yogis. One little bit at a time. Finally, your tailbone melts down in. Little cat-cow with our back. So we're going to lift our navel so our low back has space between the floor and our skin. Press back down. Think of this as your cow. Excuse me, think of this as your cat. And this is your cow. Lift your navel. Press back down. Twice more like this. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Big in. Big out. Hug your knees back to your chest. You can rock left to right. That's a great way to roll around the corner. And if you're rolling around the corner, you're going to find hands and knees and then a forward fold. If you'd like the challenge, you're going to rock toes to head. Okay, we're going to try to rise, yogi. So toes to head. You might like a bigger challenge to find a pause before you press up. Oh, that's tough. Or you can use your momentum to rise all the way up. Oh, we're going to meet in forward fold whenever we can get there. Finding a deep, releasing stretch through the back of your neck. Maybe give yourself another little shake through your head. And when your nodding has stopped, rolling a little side to side, massaging low back. Let's climb to extended mountain pose together one more time today. Arms sweep all the way out, up, and right down through heart center. A sign, a gesture of gratitude towards your beautiful practice. Tuck your chin. Breathe in deeply, honoring your beautiful practice. Let it marinate during the exhalation. Send some beautiful breath to your cells, feeling a little bit shinier, more open, more glistening, alive, and hopefully happy today. Well done, yogis. Thank you for letting me lead you through practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Connecting our breath and moving, we become one. Namaste.